Russell Brand is an actor who came from the Hollywood fold, and he has a lot of very interesting and insightful things to tell us about a lot of that type of stuff, about things like Hollywood, the mainstream media, the major institutions in not just the UK, which he's talking about specifically here, but also in America, because a lot of these things coincide with each other in many ways. So what he is saying here is some really revealing stuff, and I think you guys are going to really appreciate what he has to say here. Russell Brand is a very interesting person to me. He is someone who obviously values free speech, which already gains a lot of respect from me just because of that alone. But he has a lot of very interesting things. He is someone who questions the system. He questions the establishment. That is a good thing. We need more people to question. We need more people to ask questions, to criticize, to wonder, to speculate. That is a good thing. And even though the establishment continues to tell you that asking questions is very, very bad, don't do that. It is indeed exactly what we need to do, because it is something that the establishment doesn't want us to do. Things like the mainstream media, government, Hollywood, big business, all these different things. So let's go ahead and get into this and see what Russell Brand has to say here. Before we do, I just want to thank you for 200,000 subscribers. That is absolutely phenomenal. I can't have done it without you guys. It is you guys, and I appreciate all of you. We are already on our way to 300,000 subscribers, which is pretty insane. So thank you so much, everyone. Make sure that you subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into this. Russell Brand, mainstream media, government, big business operating in unison to benefit themselves and disadvantage you. Boom, already one truth in the bag right there. That is exactly what is happening. English actor, comedian Russell Brand slammed the mainstream media in Britain, which have attempted to turn him into their very own Joe Rogan style figure of controversy. So he actually has some stuff to say about it here. Let's go ahead and hear what he has to say.
The establishment and the mainstream media are coming for me and coming for this channel, saying I'm a conspiracy theorist, a right-wing nut, and an anti-vaxxer. If you don't think that I'm those things, and I don't think that I'm those things, could there be any other reason why the mainstream media and establishment want to shut down open discourse and dissent? Hello there, states. I've been wrong many times, but
So that is exactly what is happening here, and this is how the leftists play their game. This is how those types of people play their game. They don't really care about they don't really, as much as the left loves to talk about nuance, they love to use that word. They don't really care about the nuance of people's opinions of people that they disagree with. Russell Brand is none of those things that he just said that he was. He is not any of those things. But they continue to paint him in that light because they have to put him in their box so that they can then accuse him of being basically, at the end of the day, some sort of crazy whack job. And that is what they do. That is how they handle people who have opinions that they don't like. It is all about vilifying people. That is what they're trying to do with Russell Brand right now. They're trying to vilify him. Let's go ahead and hear more of what he has to say here.
Beginning to think I'm right about this. The mainstream media is not your friend.
Exactly.
Culture is not your friend. The government is not your friend. Big business is not your friend. They are operating collegiately in unison to create a set of systems that are beneficial to them and disadvantage you. The biggest threat.
Oh my goodness, this is exactly what I've been preaching for so long. Not preaching, but trying to tell people is that this is exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to benefit themselves while you are the one that continues to suffer. This is exactly what has been happening throughout history. This is what empires have continued to do. And the empire that we're looking at today looks a lot different than empires in the past, like, the Roman Empire and the British Empire and things like that. The empire that we're looking at today looks very different because instead of it being just the government, what you have is you have all these different established institutions that are also looking to benefit themselves as well. I guess that is part of history as well, and it's not just limited to empires, but that is exactly what is happening here. We see big tech, we see Hollywood, we see the mainstream media. All of these things are working in unison with the government to continue to harm you and limit you, take away your voice, take away your freedoms, and meanwhile they're continuing to benefit themselves and gain from that type of tyranny at the end of the day that they inflict on you. So this is exactly what is happening from Hollywood and everything else. Russell Brand, he would know. He was there. He was right in Hollywood. He was working with many people in Hollywood. He was right there in the throes of that entire circle, that entire system. He knows how it operates, and he sees that it's not just Hollywood that is doing this. It is all these other institutions as well. So he is absolutely right on the money. And look, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that Russell Brand says. This isn't just me flat out 100% appraising everything that he says and does, because that is absolutely not the case. But what he is saying here is 100% on the money.
Threat to their power comes from unionization and mobilization of large groups of people. They're so nervous about it. They're so aggressive about it. They're so protective about it. It makes me think that they've got an agenda. The video...
Boom. And he is absolutely correct. There is an agenda. I talk about all the time here, the Hollywood agenda. And, you know, it is something that more and more people need to be awakened to. We need to wake up. We as the people need to wake up to see that a lot of the stuff that is happening in our country is to divide us. A lot of the messages that they're pushing, even the woke messages, they continue to say, oh, diversity is our strength. They continue to push diversity, but the reason why they're pushing diversity is because they want to destroy unity. It isn't about diversity. It is about dividing people, being divisive, and that is exactly what they're trying to do. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. What do you think about what Russell Brand has to say here? I think he has some really good stuff to say. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.